Hello, and welcome to our very latest episode of Her, Him, and the Dev. Now we got two for the price of one. I am CMoney, and I am joined by the always lovely Doodle.
What's up, everyone? Happy Tuesday. Thank you so very much for rocking out with us today.
Thank
Absolutely.
you.
Thank you.
Now we are joined by the dynamic duo,
Yes.
Dev couple, married couple. Yes. See? Yes.
Not yet, but we
Soon.
will
I know.
soon. Yeah.
Soon. Close.
We
All
want a
right, that's
date.
that's dope. That's dope. It's dope. A dev couple coming over here, making their
Right?
game. Very excited to have Valle and Narin from Afnareld. Afnareld.
Yeah, that works.
Absolutely.
Good. Welcome, guys. Thank you so much. They are developing the game Coridden, which I'll play some video on the bottom.
Beautiful.
We play this game at PAX East 2024. It's a co-op game, shape-shifting game. It's really, really cool. Can't wait to kind of dig into it more. But yes, thank you guys for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely. All right. So let's go ahead and let's get started. I know you guys you're in Sweden right now.
Yes.
You guys live,
Yes.
and it is late over there, so we don't want to hold you up too much. We really appreciate you to come and hang out with us. All right. So first, I guess the first question is, what kind of led you guys to create the studio between the two of you, right? Afternoon, and what led you to create Corden? Kind of like the origin stories of everything. Like, how did it all start?
Valle is the one who had the hobby, I guess, for the longest.
Yeah. I started develop games for a hobby in high school, and then it was just for fun, and I finished a project, and I was like, I must have a new one, and then we were together and we talked about it, and then we came up with this idea like Halo is fun.
Halo is
co-op.
fun.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Driving the car, one drive and the other one shoots. That's
Yes, I like that.
and then it was like, but what if we replace the creature,
The car.
with a creature? So
Nice.
that was how the idea was born to the game.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and the idea
So-
for this. Yeah, sorry.
Go ahead. No, continue. No, go ahead. Continue.
The idea for the studio was like we really like to play games together, so we felt like co-op games gonna build a studio around co-op in mind. So that's how we came up with a strange name, Afnarel, Swedish word for Afnar is evenings, and eld means fire. So we thought that we bring people together around the modern fire, the screen.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, that's how the name
That's
of
awesome.
the studio came.
I think one of the biggest draws for me was the co-op nature of this, like how well you guys do it, and you could basically play it independently in co-op. Like, you could both be doing your own thing, but like one can like turn into the creature, the other one can ride the creature. Like, it's just some like real dope action. This is a really dope concept. Like, what I guess, like, what led you to the exact idea of this particular game? I know you wanted to combine like the Halo idea, but the fact that you have the creatures and like co-op where you can ride the creatures, like, what led you to that? Because that came out really dope. I really enjoy it. I really enjoy it. It's so good.
I mean, we both, I think, always like fantasy game or games with creatures, or movies with creatures, like cool worlds like Avatar or Star Wars. Always fascinated by that.
And you like
I'm
Pokemon?
Pokemon. I'm a Pokemon fan.
Nice.
And also in general like animals, and so the thing is, we wanted to, when we come up with this co-op Halo inspired riding idea, we wanted the ones who is the mount to have like feel powerful and have stuff to do as well. So that's why it felt like cool to be this creature. I guess that was the like how we came up with being a creature, and then we wanted also to have co-op where you can run side by side, and do stuff, but we really wanted to bring in like more of the element that you can actually like interact with each other in a like very direct way. Precisely.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's so beautiful, and that is such a unique aspect of it. I love how, like you mentioned, you kind of can rely on each other a lot more, like lean on each other when you're playing like this. You have, as one of the players, the opportunity to go turn into one of the animals, and then you help your partner out, kind of like help each other and doing different things. I do love that aspect, that element of the game. It was so
It was really kind of a good side effect to it all. We felt like you said, one player is protected when riding, so we noticed it can really help when we have been playtesting out locally and showing the game that, for example, when a young kid, like maybe 8 years old or even younger sometimes, is playing with their parents, that it can really help them to like be the one riding. Then they can still feel like they're contributing a lot, but it's
Yeah.
not too
Nice.
hard for them, and they're not dying all the time and get frustrated. So it's a really good thing for like
That's pretty dope.
when you have different experience levels and play together, it can help a lot. So yeah, that's
that.
we hope that more gamers will drag along maybe kids or partners and play it. So
I like that. I
yeah.
like that. That's a cool, because I feel like I think a lot of people, maybe a lot of devs, when they're making the games, they do co-op, and when they do co-op, a lot of times it's more about just experiencing the game together. But maybe taking the consideration that both people are maybe, more equally skilled and both know what they're doing, they're just doing it together. Whereas I love the approach of like, yeah, if you two are equally skilled and know what you're doing, then you're going to be able to do it, fine. But the fact that you kind of can take somebody who maybe is a little less experienced with gaming and just literally like, throw them on your shoulder,
Carry them.
and literally
Yeah.
carry them so they could be a part of the experience while also still feeling like they know, like they can actually play the game and feel powerful at the same time. That's pretty dope.
It opens the door to new players to kind of not be intimidated by the idea of getting into, such a big game. And so this is really good. I love that you
And
guys thought of that.
and we're seeing 2-player co-op here, but am I not mistaken, isn't this up to 4
4.
players?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah, so
precisely.
that's even better, and it's all on the same screen, right? So you can kind of just, live your best life playing with your fan. For us, it's huge. We got a bunch of kids. They
Yeah.
can come on. They can all play together. We can all have a good time.
We're still also of the old school mind with local co-op. It's fun, so we still wanted to make sure we support both local and online. So
I love that.
Yeah. Now, so is it just you two? We got a question from the homie Game Shark. It says, how many people worked on the game? Is it just you two? Is it just you two who are working on the game, or do you guys have some help? I know that you guys are signed to a publisher. We met them out there. Jacob is super dope. Gregory is super dope.
Yeah, really nice guy.
Yeah, very, very nice guy. He was actually he was my co-op partner for a lot of the
nice.
playthrough.
Good.
So it was very cool.
A
So
wonderful team.
yeah, absolutely. So do you as far as like active developers, is it just you two, and then you guys just got support, or do you guys have a slightly bigger team, or what are you guys doing?
So we started with just us two. several years ago, and yeah, we opened the studio officially in 2018. So we were working since then, half time.
Wow.
But right now we have two more people working with us with the pure development, and also a musician, and
Nice.
and a person who's helping a bit with the 2D stuff, like UI, promo art, and stuff like that. So those are the publishers who helped us, yeah, from their side a bit. But daily we are four people, like working on it. So the rest maybe can be counted at outsource, but I would say 4-person team is the most, like, currently. So it's been fluctuating a bit over the years, but so we have been sometimes been working alone, and sometimes we have one person with us because we had some money from consulting. We could hire someone for a while, but then we had to go alone again. So yeah, right now 4. That's the that's the long
It's
Yep,
story.
yep. Yeah, no, no, I get it, I get it, and that's, that's the one thing I think as gamers, the way that with social media and stuff, one of the nice things that we're been getting is that we do kind of get more of an insight on, the people behind the games, and that's why we love doing the show. And it's crazy for us because we get a game, we play it, we enjoy it, or we don't enjoy it, and then you know we move on to the next game, right? Where devs that are working on these games, you guys are taking years of your life putting into this and really,
such a
doing
personal
yeah, like
experience,
putting
right?
Mm.
so much into it. Um, and all because of your passion for this, which is, we gotta thank you guys for putting in that type of work because that's pretty awesome. We're just regular old gamers over here. We
Not
you know?
that old,
Yeah.
not that
I mean, not
old.
old. Well, I mean, we old, but not that old. Listen, we didn't. Anyway,
Yeah.
that took it too far. But
Yeah, of
nah,
course.
that's you know, obviously, like, to do this, it takes a lot. And is that part, like, when you guys are doing this, do you feel like that part of it is something that you have to quiet down, like the idea of, you know, the money and the time, and you just gotta kinda like put your head down and focus on making a good game? Or is that something that is constantly, you know, put into the picture? The fact that you guys have to make it happen and hope that something's gonna come from it. You know what I'm saying?
How does
You
that
mean
pressure play out?
money wise, or just making a good game? The
Yeah, like
yes, yeah.
the financials of it, right? Like you
Mm.
had to bring people in, but you're going to do it for a little while, right? Like it's like a lot of the stuff is
Yeah,
difficult, right?
we won't lie and say that it isn't stressful. Of course, it's very, as you said, we're very passionate and we think it's fun, and that's why we've been putting so much time into it. But of course, we hope that it will give us something back so we can at least continue. That's like the idea, right?
Absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
we chosen a bit of a different path, I guess, with keeping our side job, so we at least have money to survive, kind of.
Yeah, yeah, for
So
sure.
uh, that takes a lot of stress off, I guess, of that part. We don't like yeah, worry about
You
money a lot, but yeah, of course, it would be nicer to have a bigger apartment and one room apartment, and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Is of
absolutely,
course,
absolutely.
yeah, but
I feel
yeah,
like that will come because you can see the passion and the dedication that you guys have in this game. And also the great thing about it is that it's a lot more personal because you didn't have to go ahead and shift anything. How have you compromised on much when it comes to your vision of what the game was going to be versus what it's turning out to be?
No,
do you say?
not much.
Not much.
Actually.
We're quite stubborn, right?
Yeah.
That's why
Good.
it's been taking so long.
Yeah. Maybe
well, hold on. You're quite stubborn, but stubborn with each other, or you guys are on the same page, but you guys are stubborn to the
With the
outside
game.
world to not change it.
Yeah, more maybe to the outside. I mean, not like we, of course, do listen to feedback and stuff. I don't say that, but more like we had this idea for the game and we want to this main vision, keep it, and then we've been like dancing around how to do stuff. Of course, like in the beginning we had one creature, and then we were like, but yeah, we want every player to have their own creatures. So 4 players, we have to have 4 creatures. But then we're like, why not?
Okay.
Why not every creature you defeat you can just become one? And we're like, yeah. And yeah, that's a bit of a feature creep.
awesome.
But yeah, we've been like, should we have the beasts like a temporary thing, or should we be them all the time? Like, you know, design details, but like the main vision of this shape shifting of the co-op and stuff like that has been the same, I would say.
Yeah.
Nice and consistent.
Yeah.
So
We
what
will share a video when we're done with development, the full development. We started in 2D actually with rendered weird graphics. It looks really weird.
Wow.
So yeah,
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
We'll do a
That's awesome.
timeline
a
video
timeline,
sometimes. when it's done.
That's awesome. That's
that
all.
has
Well,
to
you can
feel
kind of see
amazing to do a
the
side
journey.
to side and see where you started and where you are now, right?
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
Yeah. The
So-
cool thing is, I think, is that it looks really shitty in the beginning, but you see the core in it anyway. So I think that's cool. But it looks really, really rough in the beginning. But,
Well, it's crazy because that's the I guess the difference between like the creative people out there, right? Who can see something even when it's not quite there, right? Like, you know, somebody like me, you know, I see something, I'm like, man, I can't do this. It's like, I'm not gonna be able to make this. I'm not gonna be able to turn
That's
this
all I
into
can do.
something great. But you know, like you guys see some such rough things, but you're like, you know, I know that at some point I'm gonna make it look way better, or I'm gonna be it's gonna feel way better. Like this iteration that you guys got to go through is pretty challenging, but the fact that you guys can do it, that's what kind of sets, you know, the talented people apart from the regular
I mean,
folks.
we won't say that we're not doubting ourselves. That we have definitely been like, how is this ever going to turn out good? But we just keep pushing and experimenting until we're like, okay, I think we found something here. So sometimes it's just like, yeah, I think every developer is struggling with, you know, confidence and feeling like, is this design good? Does this look good? Maybe not every, what do I know, but maybe every first like big project like we do. So definitely, yeah.
Nice.
Doubt
Care
ourselves.
you do, right? Because you care.
Yeah, of
It
course.
matters.
Absolutely. So Valle, you said you worked on a game before, right? So this is technically your second game that you worked on.
Yeah. The first one was much simpler. It was like, imagine just one screen and in 2D, and it's a gate, and it comes enemies from the side, and you kill the enemies before they destroy the gate, and that's the whole game. And it was like
So it's
10
almost
waves.
like a tower defense.
Yeah, it's sort of. It turned out okay. So the fun thing, I never thought of like, I'm gonna sell this or something like that. But one day I just decided, now it's done. Now it's good enough, because I kept working on it, and I said, maybe I should add this, or maybe I should change this. But one day I was like, no, enough is enough. Now it's good. So
That's awesome. And so Narin, this is your first game?
Yeah, so I wasn't really had no experience in game development before meeting Valle. So I mean, I've always liked games, of course, both have,
Nice.
and
Nice.
we actually met at university. We were both studying chemistry because I'm originally have a bachelor in chemical engineering, and Valle
Oh, nice.
is a teacher in
Chemistry
chemistry
and
and math.
math teacher.
Um,
Oh, nice.
so yeah, we had other plans, and then I saw Valle work on this new game we had. He involved me in like getting the new idea for a new game. Right, he wanted to work on.
Yeah, I asked her all the time. Well, what do you think about this? What do you think
Yeah.
about this?
And then I was
Nice.
like, yeah, this. Yeah, I mean, for me, game development was like magic. You know, I don't know what happens. Something, and then there's the game. So
For that.
yeah, really seeing like while I work on it and getting insight in what's happening, it got me interested, and I started to like, can I help you with something? Maybe I can do something like, and I started dabbling into 3D modeling and stuff, and that's how I got. He dragged me into it, basically.
Yeah,
And
Nice.
my bad.
yeah, I got hooked as well.
Yeah. Yeah, but
That's awesome.
actually, sorry.
No, I just said that's awesome. Good.
Mm.
Continue.
Actually, my brothers made games, very small games, when we were kids. I was too little to understand anything, but sometimes they called me in, Valle, you need to make your knight or something. So I pixel-arted, painted a little knight, and yeah, he must be able to run too. Okay. So I made a really ugly animation, but it turned out into small games, but it was fun to make. So I've always been in touch somehow to game development. But it was when I learned in high school, I learned programming, and then was like, now I can make a game for myself. And then it
Nice.
started like,
Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, see, that's the difference. Like I went to school to go make games too, until I figured out what that actually meant, and when I realized how much.
Like
And you're
playing
like,
games.
no.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? Way prefer to play than make. It's all right. I'll just take a seat and get them a controller, and I'll be good to go. So you guys have been working on this for a long time, and you have. So now it's Anshar Publishing, right? So those are your publishers. How long did you get involved with them? Like,
yeah, it was quite recently, I guess. So like we started talking to them last year, the autumn. So and like basically started working with them in late December, beginning of January. So yeah,
nice.
it's pretty
Oh,
recent.
so it was pretty fresh when we played it at PAX then.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. That's awesome. That's awesome. So like you guys, so it's like 2018 pretty much is when this started taking shape. So it's been like 6 years, right? So it's been a while. So Game Shark actually has another question. He says, in a world where delayed releases and bugs are prevalent, how beneficial is a 3 to 6 month extended time frame? So I guess, how I don't know if there's any time constraints on you guys, or if you guys have put time constraint on yourself, but how with seeing how people have delays all the time, and then sometimes these games are all buggy, like where do you feel, like do you feel pressure to just get the game out at some point, or are you making sure, like do you feel like, no, like I need to be able to have this time? Is that what the publisher gives you, that extra time to kind of work those things out? Like what do you feel overall about it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ansha Publishing are very nice in that way, because they say we won't release anything if it's too rough, if it's too buggy. Then they say we must accept the build. for release, so they check that it's good enough. But that's not always the case. Some publishers are like, no, it has to be done now. And just build something and we'll put it out there. So that's good. And to answer the question from the chat, 3 to 6 months can make a huge difference depending on who is working. For us, it would be a huge difference. I feel, especially if you have something this is done, and then just make sure there are no bugs, and you have 3 to 6 months. That's a lot of time.
Yeah, I mean,
awesome.
there's also, of course, always the pressure. Like the longer you wait, the longer it takes to get the game out, and if you just look at the financial stuff, so it's always the balance, like, because creative people don't want to ever finish.
They never want to stop.
Yeah.
So there's there's the risk that, we have 6 more months. Okay, let's add this and this and this, and then oops. Yeah. So, but if there's like just pure bug fixing, 3 to 6 months, I think that's, of course, helps a lot. And that's I mean, you should have at least maybe 3 months of that if you can. But yeah, it's always hard because balancing to getting content and into the game or fixing bugs, like sometimes it's hard to keep yourself restrained.
Yeah. Because maybe the game has absolutely no bugs, but it's not fun because there are too few things to do, or too few enemies, or I don't know, too little features are. Yeah, so it's always a balance. Like, do we need to add this? Because when we play through it, we feel like, this is not super fun. Maybe we should add something here, and then you add something, and that create bugs, and so that balance is really hard. And also the burn rate of bigger companies, like 3 to 6 months, could it can be a huge cost for them. And then, like, we don't have money for this. The money runs out next month. We have to release now. So that can be the case.
Do we have a target time? Do we have an idea of when, like, are you guys aiming to, like, okay, by this year, by this time, the game has to be out?
Yeah, of course we have. We don't have official stuff, but internally we have goals and we try to hit them, but we keep them internal for now. So in case we discover too many game breaking bugs, then we can just adjust like the release a bit before. So we try to get as a stable version as possible before we say, okay, now we know when to release. But this year is the current plan, at least, and it's not long left, so to say.
That's awesome.
All right, so what would you say right now is your favorite feature in the game?
Oh, I like
that. Favorite feature. I think I have to say the fast combat with the shapeshifting. To have something nice, as a human, you have a nice bow and you shoot, and you can shapeshift back to the creature, have an area of effect ability, and then you can choose a little bit on the enemies. So, have a nice quick combat.
So like the combat feels quick, fast paced. Yeah, I mean, I could definitely. It's crazy because, when we played it, I felt that, right? Like I felt that nice, quick. I can only imagine how it feels now. But like having like that ability to just pop out, shoot somebody if you want, and then turn back into the animal, and then go and then attack, whip them real good with your tail. It was beautiful. It was good. It was so fun.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yes. All right. So let me see that. All right, so story wise
Mhm.
in the game. So what is the story behind the game? Like the in-game story, like what are we doing in the world? Why is this happening? You know, give us some background on that.
Mhm. So it's set on another planet. So it's I would categorize it as a sci-fi fantasy. So it's in the future on another planet, and it basically starts with this these four siblings. So each character you can choose in the game is one of four siblings, and they
Awesome.
get a hold of these new but old tech. So it's how does it high tech? Yeah, gauntlets that give them these powers basically, and that sets them on a journey to first and foremost discover more about them. What is this? And then to get back into the first colonist city that's like lost, that's locked away behind the barrier. So something happened when they came there and they had to abandon the city. So that's basically the mystery you're trying to solve and see what's going on. So the people on this planet had much more advanced lives and tech before this. So it's kind of the post-apocalyptic feel, like people have regressed a bit, but they're still surviving on this planet. So yeah, the planet is filled with big beasts that want to eat everything. So you have to go out there and
Survive.
basically.
So you mentioned that because the sound and the music, it just brings the whole game together. You mentioned you had someone that was working a bit on the music. How important is the music for you guys to bring the whole experience together for the players?
Yeah, of course. I mean, music, as you say, makes a lot.
Yeah, very important. If my favorite games, one common thing about all of them is that they have always good music. So
Definitely.
for me,
I heard
music,
you mention Halo.
yeah,
Yeah.
good music.
Good music. Yeah.
Absolutely. So just I mean, just because I wanted to ask and then I kind of started getting into the other stuff, but you brought up Halo. I love Halo. Halo's my favorite gaming franchise ever.
Yeah, I see
So
in the
did
background.
oh yeah. That big chief one too.
Yeah.
It's out of frame, but he's
Okay.
we got a big one there. So when you talk about Halo, is that a game that did you like that game a lot, or did you just use like how was your experience with Halo? Because I love Halo.
Yeah, one of my favorite games for sure. Absolutely, we played it together also, but I'm the bigger fan, I would say.
Yeah, I didn't have an Xbox when I was younger, so I guess I didn't get exposed to it before. Yeah,
Nice.
until later.
Yeah.
But we played it together.
Yeah, but that was same with Pokemon for me. I never played it.
Nice.
I knew I would like it, so we played it on an emulator. I think Narin showed me this is the first game. This is good. And we played it, and yeah, I liked it very much. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That
Yeah,
works.
We're
Yeah.
So what
clear.
would you say to the gamers out there? Like why is this game it, right? Why should they buy this game? What should they be looking forward to if they don't know anything about it?
Yeah, I mean, it's a game that really we wanted to kind of bring a bit of old school feel, like with the co-op RPGs that had this fun progression in them, but get a little bit of that combat action, like maybe in more modern roguelikes and stuff. Get more of that in like the feel and stuff. So if players really like classic RPG progression and with a good combat feel, but also play through a story and be able to do it together. I think that's like the main points, that you can go on this adventure together. I mean, we like roguelikes as well, but sometimes you just want to like experience a story and world together and progress at your pace. So that's perfect for those who, I think, want that kind of experience as well. And yeah, if you like to play as a beast, of course, you have a lot of to choose from. So yeah, that's like, I think one of the fun parts, like really being this beast and exploring their skills and feeling powerful as them. I think it's very cool. So did I miss something? Yeah.
No, I think think that's what I would say too. Someone who likes RPG, but more with a, as Narin said, roguelike action, and also playing as a beast and shapeshifting.
Yeah, I mean, in the like core of it, it's of course more like Diablo-like, inspired with the items and progression, and that's where. But we did this shape-shifting twist on it, so even your creatures can have items on it, or you can find different stats on creatures and stuff. So if someone likes to dive into that kind of stuff, there's also things to explore there. So yeah.
Nice.
So what inspired like the details and the look of like the beast and the animals?
Basically, I think it's a kind of, we came into like this dino-like. I think it's, I don't know why we started it really. It was because we felt like this is more like, this world is more Avatar inspired, maybe like tropical style.
And we wanted the world to feel dangerous.
Yeah. And we felt dinosaurs are
big creatures, big dangerous
Nice.
dinosaur-like creatures.
So that's
awesome.
Many of them are like inspired maybe by a creature like a cat-like creature or dog-like creature, but with the like reptile twist. So
cool.
yeah, I mean, we don't have as not complicated, but I don't know if a word for it, but yeah, Monster Hunter was also like, I think they have a lot of cool beasts. So, but they have really more. Yeah, they are really big, so there's a bit of different stuff. But
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, and you know, the one thing, other like, as I keep watching the gameplay, it's a really pretty game. Like, you guys
Yes.
did a great job. Aesthetically, it's very nice looking. What, like, so you guys are doing like kind of like that isometric, you know, so it's like fixed camera, right? Like, meaning we're always looking at it from this direction, right? So we can't turn the camera, we're looking at it that way. What inspired you to do that? Like, what made you say, you know what, this is the way we want to make it? Because I see even like the lighting is really pretty. Like, you guys did a really good job with that, especially when it was nighttime and you got the color around the animal. Like, what kind of inspired you
like
guys
a beautiful
artistically,
glow.
like choosing this camera angle and then everything else with the graphics are concerned?
The camera angle is actually a matter of scope. We knew that we can't do, you know, the best quality. We are too few and we have too low budget. So making it a top down is a bit easier to make it look good, but also in co-op it plays out well when you are more players on the screen. And we got inspired also by Diablo, as Narin mentioned, and also Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, if you play them, and Champions of North. They're all top down. So that's what inspired the perspective and also, as I mentioned, the scope. The graphics, Avatar was a big inspiration for the world, I would say. What do you say, Narin?
Yeah, with the illuminescent stuff, and yeah, with the player colors, we also wanted to bring a bit of the sci-fi neon feel. I think that mixed well, and with the plus of more easy to see which character you are on the screen. So yeah, it's a bit mix of both what we thought we could make look good, and with our other games or worlds that we felt are cool and look good, basically.
Yeah.
So
That's awesome.
post launch, what are your plans for the game for Coridden?
Yeah, well, keeping it up to date, of course. We expect maybe there will be some bugs, maybe. Who knows? Hopefully not.
Yeah, first period we will listen to feedback, see if someone have problem. It might be bugs, but it might be quality of life things. Like it would be really nice to have a button to do this, and yeah, those kind of stuff. That's the first part, at least.
And
Yeah.
then we, of course, hope we can add more content later on, like
Yeah,
maybe more beasts, more a new class, stuff like that, new quests, areas. But yeah, it all depends a bit on what we
How
get
it
for
goes.
feedback, and what maybe
what
what
people-
people are missing. If it's maybe more that they want some kind of end game mode or something like that, then maybe we'll
Nice.
work on that more. So we have ideas on what we, of course, always want to add. Was a lot of stuff,
Yeah.
but we're keeping them a bit open to
yeah,
see what happens.
yeah, we want to hear what people think.
Yeah.
And
So I mean, talk about hearing how people think, right? Like that's another thing that's come with like the times. It's so much easier to kind of reach people before the game comes out, right? And kind of build a community around games. Like how much like do you guys look into that? Like do you have like community feedback that you look at now, or like how you guys been approaching that aspect of it?
Yeah, I mean, feedback, we're always happy to get it, and we try to both go on local shows and have playtesting periods and stuff like that. So we have a small community on Discord where we have game testers that have been helping us, and we also have been on like game testing platforms such as G Round. I don't know if you heard about it, but we've been there and get feedback. So we very early on tried to get feedback because we felt like it's a great way for us to learn and to see design problems and stuff. So and yeah, we're always open to. I mean, when the demo is live, we happy every time someone gets in and say something good or complains. That's both are equally good because it gives
Yeah,
us more insight in what we have to fix. So yeah, feedback is very important, we think. So we don't feel like we've been overwhelmed with it. We can get we can get more. So yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, I mean, I think that's one of the things that's it's almost like a double-edged sword, right? Because it's like very good to get. It's good to get all that feedback and to hear, but it's also hard to decipher, you know, what feedback
It's good or not?
is good or not, right? It's
Mhm.
weird because like it's all feedback is good, but like if you know, you might have a bunch of people who like something and then like somebody else saying something that's completely different, and it's like, well, you know, changing that might make the people who like everything, you know, not like it as much anymore. Like that must be a
Yeah.
hard balancing act to like take feedback and like sift through it and find like, you know,
What has substance
Yeah.
yeah,
and
like
what does
the,
not?
the part
Yeah.
Yeah.
that would work well,
Definitely
right?
those things that are more like maybe not pure bugs, but like I think the healing is too slow, or I want to have this, more like opinions on how the combat should be, like stuff like that are really hard to, balance. But it can be. It's good to hear because maybe one person says it and we wait a bit and see, and maybe one more person mentions this and another. Okay, now we know. Okay, there are more than one person that actually thinks this is a problem. So maybe we have to address it then, or if it's not in line with what we think, we'll keep it in mind and see maybe later on if we have to change it or not. But we're always trying to figure out like also the underlying problem, because people love to come with solutions and that can be good, but sometimes it's not the right solution for the problem that they're so it's really detective work sometimes, like
deciphering feedback is a skill that we have been improving over the years. As Narin mentioned, often comes with solutions, and then we need to figure out what the problem is, because we are often better to analyze and to solve that problem, because just implementing everyone's suggestions, it often turns into a shitfest. So
Yes, and get messy.
yeah.
Thanks. 100%.
So you guys
100%.
have been working on Coridden for years, and is there like a thought in the back of your head of like what you want to do next? Do you have is this like okay, once we're kind of like slowing down, time to catch our breath, or do you already have ideas of another game and what you want to do?
I would say we are a bit need a bit of a break maybe, but just like a vacation. But of course we always have ideas and on what we want to do. We haven't felt like we have time to like prototype stuff, so not in that stage, but we definitely have ideas. And also we'll of course analyze how launching Coridden will go, and from there see what our strengths are and try to play into them as much as possible. Try to use the systems we've built to hopefully can use them again. So definitely maybe something in a similar style, but we're keeping it open as well. We'll see where we feel like motivation and passion is something that we are very we need a lot to we're, as we said, stubborn, so we can go far with that. So and we'll
Absolutely.
take our time to do some more analyzing and research before we settle for the next idea, I think.
That's dope. That's dope. Well, let me ask you this, because I know we played it at PAX. This is going to be Steam release. Is it coming to consoles? Is that the goal?
Hopefully, but we're focusing on the Steam release first, and hopefully after that but we cannot say yet. But we would love to have it on console, of course. I think it's a great console game.
I think it's a great console game for sure.
Yes.
I mean,
Absolutely.
it's literally like made for it. And is that something that the publisher would help you with? Like, is that something that the publisher, and Sharon?
They want to. If the launch goes well, then we are all really happy to develop for consoles.
Nice. And I'm assuming since you love Halo, then for sure, at least Xbox would be one of those consoles.
Yes.
Yes, of course.
Awesome. All right. So we do have some fun questions that we want to get to, but any last things about the game itself that you might want to put out there? One thing we've seen, like the menus, right? Like pop in, right? Like each person has their own menu I see pop up. just before we move forward and kind of go on, is that so every person who's playing would have their own menu?
Mm. Yeah,
So that
it was like because we wanted for the local play basically to always every player can always do stuff, so you don't have to sit and wait for other players to fix, because there are quite a lot of items and skills and stuff. So yeah, you can sit and do your stuff, or you can even be ride while doing your stuff, and then your
while
body
doing it?
can continue. So yeah.
Nice.
Mm.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's good. I could imagine yelling like, "You don't have to stop. Just keep following me." Just,
Yeah.
just do your stuff.
You
Oh
can
my gosh,
actually pick someone up if they are in the menu and they're human. You can pick them up.
just walk
Yeah,
up to them, pick them up.
Yeah, if they're
I like
slow,
that.
they're
If
like,
you're
come here, let's
Mm.
go.
Oh, I love
That's
that.
awesome.
I love that. And just because I remembered it, it just slipped my mind, but I remember we were playing. So the skills and all that stuff, like you guys have like a good amount of that. You wanna tell us about like the upgrades and the skills and the weapons and all the armor, all that stuff that you would be able to upgrade in the game?
Yeah.
Yeah. When developing the skills, we felt like we want to have skills that that contributes to the team somehow. Not all skills, of course, but we want people to be able to interact with each other. So a healing zone, I can place down a healing zone, and all allies can be healed by that. And I can make a fire spell, and then the enemies get scorched, and all physical attacks is increased, yours and allies. So we really thought about the skills. So we encourage the co-op play. So that was one core thing that we had in mind when we designed the skills.
Yeah, and also not only co-op play, but with the shape shifting, right? So you have your human class, so you have skills for your human form, but then you have a beast mastery, and that's skills for your beast. So they're different. So as they have each an energy bar each, so you can be a human, throw down some skills if you want, then shapeshift, and maybe you have a good skill that complements that. You can like first trap enemies and then shapeshift and do something to damage them. And yeah, so we wanted to encourage that changing forms, that to play as efficiently as possible, you have to switch in between. But moreover than that, there's also items, so you can have different ranged melee items, armors, and you have some attributes you can upgrade, like basic stuff. So there are stuff you can do definitely to customize your character as you want to. So we even added a custom class, so you can, after you played it once, you want to, it quite good, then you can try to combine some skills yourself. So
That's awesome. I love how focused the game is when it comes to the co-op experience and being able to just kick back and enjoy with your friends or family, right? That's pretty awesome.
it's great.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, it really is. It really is. So, so you could do everything independently like that. I like that. And then when it comes to like this is gonna be I would assume so self-contained gaming. I'm not gonna be. Is there gonna be like a little store where I could buy skins for my characters? You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Go in and get
Uh,
a new armor set, or is it just all in game stuff?
it's mostly in-game stuff. What we do have planned is maybe a small DLC support pack if you want to, have a few shiny stuff to support us a bit more. But no heavy microtransactions are planned.
No, no.
Oh, all right, all right. And then just the last thing is the colors, right? So there's four. Is it a choice? Can you pick your color, or are they defined four
Kind of like
colors?
your aura, right? The way
Yeah,
that it's
so
glowing.
there are 4 characters with their defined colors, so you can switch between. But there is this little DLC pack where you can get some additional colors and switch between. So
Nice.
yeah,
That's
so
awesome.
that's how
Yeah.
it works.
That works, man. That works. All right. Well, any last thing about the game that you want to tell us that maybe we didn't ask or that you want us to know about before we get into some of our fun questions and get it going?
Ooh,
I don't think so.
I guess we hope that it will be fun to explore as well. So yeah, no, just trying to play the game alone is great, but co-op is what you should try, I think. So if you have
Nice.
the opportunity, so
Nice. All right. So we want to make sure everybody goes and wish list this game on Steam, right?
Yes.
Coridden,
So important.
definitely go check that out. All right, let's get to some of our fun
Let's
questions, and then
go.
we'll do our game, and then we'll get you guys out here. I know it's late, so I don't want to keep you guys too long, but you guys are awesome. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much.
no worries.
No.
All right. So let's go here. Okay. So these are our fun questions. They're just good time. They're just a good time. All right. If you could travel back in time and meet one historical figure, who would it be and why?
Ooh,
Oh,
Valle, you're more
wow.
history person.
Yeah. Oh, that's a really tricky question.
Maybe to finish off some bad guy. No. Make the world a better place.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, like the thing that comes to mind, it will sound strange, but Hitler, I think,
Let's
could be
finish
very
him.
to
So you want to meet Hitler like right before he dies, or like earlier in his life when maybe he wasn't trying to murder people?
Help him end his career before it starts.
I would really like to get to know how you become like that, how
Yeah.
you
What happened?
So
Yeah.
what
basically,
happened.
like right
Yeah,
before
yeah,
he
exactly.
started his villain arc.
Because there's so many used drugs, yeah, or he hated blah blah blah. Where did hate come from? That would be interesting for me at least, but
Yeah.
I'm curious about how things ended up like they did, especially in these times when we have history a bit like repeating itself. So maybe it's like knowledge that I seek because I want to understand what to look out for.
I get that.
That's pretty. It's interesting because you think about him, and I guess because the thing he did, it's almost like you. It's not like
Hard to
the
comprehend.
why almost doesn't matter because it was so bad. But when you think about the why, I would like to know, like, what was that?
Yeah.
What can have made him be
Mm.
that way, right? Like, I don't know. I
Yeah,
get.
I
I
agree.
think that's a good answer, man. Good answer.
If you had to choose one superpower, what would it be and how would you use it?
Tricky questions.
Regeneration or invisibility. Maybe
You said what was it?
regeneration.
Regeneration. Oh, so you
Maybe.
want to be like able to get your arm cut off and just like grow this
Yep.
new arm?
Like Deadpool style, right?
Deadpool
Yeah,
style?
never have to
Yes.
worry about getting hurt.
Yes. It
Maybe
has to be
maybe
super
it's
freeing.
yeah. Or do you want something else?
I would choose time travel.
Time travel. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good
Let's
one.
go.
Yeah, so much you can go back and just learn, and also you can maybe affect something or change things for the better in a very grand scale.
True.
That's good. You can also get really rich. You know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah.
fill out the lottery numbers.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like wait till the jackpot is really big. Go back, find the winning numbers. I think this is good. This is a good
Yeah,
thing too. No, that's
definitely.
awesome. That's awesome. All right. If you had to sing a duet with any singer, who would you choose and what song would you sing?
Ooh, I'm really bad at singing.
I'm not good either.
Me too.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Let's just make believe you're alone in the shower. You know, everybody can sing in the shower by themselves, right? So if you had to sing with a famous person, maybe somebody you really like or a song that you really like, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, if I would just go by music, it would be more like musicians I would like to meet and get to know, maybe. But I don't know.
You like Narin? I thought you were gonna ask. Answer that.
That's what I've been listening to lately. She seems very cool and down to earth. I don't know if you know her. She's a Swedish.
Who is it?
Loreen.
Loreen?
Yeah, she's great. She has one of the most beautiful voices ever, I think.
Oh,
so
wow.
Emotional, powerful. So yeah, and she seems really cool also. So yeah, thanks. That's a good pick.
Yeah. She won
Nice.
Eurovision the second time last year. So,
Oh,
but Eurovision isn't big in America. So but
No,
she's-
we saw a movie called
Yes.
Eurovision that they made.
Yes, so you know everything.
So we know about them.
She was
Also
in the
we
movie
know.
also.
She was in the
singing-
movie?
Yeah, she was singing in the movie, like when they had a sing-along something in the house. I don't know.
That's
but yeah.
Oh, wow, that's
All right,
awesome.
now
So
we gotta watch it again.
now I gotta go find her.
Yes,
Look at that.
it's a good movie.
And
If-
and what about you, Valle? Hold on. Valle didn't give us an answer.
Oops.
He just escaped by.
Valle is more like he likes to listen to game music. And
yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
right?
I'm very much into gaming music.
Our
So
son
like
too,
our son.
Madman, loves
Mhm.
to
Yeah, our
listen.
son. He sits doing the dishes. You just hear him with his soundtracks on. He's just listening to his-
Always, anytime he's
oh,
doing anything,
so many.
he has to put on his.
All right. So then, what's
gaming
your
soundtrack.
favorite gaming soundtrack?
Favorite gaming soundtrack.
Hard question.
Yeah, but Halo is one of them, absolutely.
Beautiful.
Can I just look at my
Elder
list?
Scrolls are good.
Elder Scrolls.
Donkey Kong is good.
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls, Donkey
Yes.
Kong. Nice.
So
Yeah,
if
there
you
are
could
many.
swap places with
are
any
they?
celebrity,
Mhm.
who would it be? And why?
Celebrity. It would be someone that is humble. I think you know. I'm not into. Oh, look at me! I'm so good. I'm not into those kind of celebrities. Someone that is more humble. I think.
Any celebrity that you look at and like, man, I wonder how their day-to-day life might be.
Yeah.
What? Does it have to be like Hollywood big celebrity or just like?
Oh, anybody that you consider a celebrity that you would like to, walk a day in their shoes.
These are questions I have not prepared.
Never thought about.
Maybe a video game
Those
developer
would be
that
fun.
you want to kind of like pick their, they feel for a day. See how the pressure, how they tolerate the pressure, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, that would be definitely be interesting. Um, yeah, if it's just for a day, it would be fun to maybe be like, I don't know, uh, some kind of super celebrity just to appreciate
Yeah.
Yes.
everything
Cool.
else.
Go big. Yes. I like what you're
Yeah,
thinking.
yeah. So yeah, maybe some kind of actor.
Yeah, I'm thinking actor too. And also, I would like to try to act. It would be really nice to try it out. How does it feel?
Right?
Nice.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
So anyone that comes to mind, favorite actor?
I'm just.
I just watched a movie today, actually, with Brad Pitt. He's always cool, but I have
Oh,
Yes.
I
That's
have
a good
no
one.
idea how he is in his life. I have no clue, but he makes a lot of. He's in a lot of cool movies.
he's done quite a few good movies. What about you, Narin?
I guess what comes to mind is Johnny Depp. Maybe I've
Yeah.
always liked his
Johnny,
movies. Yeah,
he's
He's really
really a
good.
talented actor,
Mm.
man. Like
Really is.
he's really, really good.
he feels really
There's some
passionate about the craft. So
I was
yes,
thinking
yes,
about
like
Johnny Depp.
yeah, because there's a lot of actors that like you see them act and they can play any role, like it's just like they
Like
could
they
just
embody the
yeah,
role,
like they just
right?
become
Like
that
a
role.
chameleon style.
And then there's like certain actors who like it's just them that you like. Like one of them is what's his
Adam
name? Baby?
Sandler.
Adam. I love Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
Yes, Adam Sandler. But
That's just him.
yeah,
Yes.
like it's like you get when you go see an Adam Sandler movie, you're getting Adam Sandler in whatever situation he's in now, right? Vince Vaughn is the other one too.
Yes. Oh my
The guy from
gosh.
the Wedding Crashers, the real tall dude. It's just like if he's in the movie, you're getting him. You're not getting like this.
It's not
This
Leonardo
mist.
DiCaprio that is
Yes,
gonna go ahead and just
he's not going to transform
himself.
into this
Yes.
new person for you.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
there you said it. For me, my choice, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Let's go.
Ah,
Yes,
he's also a beast.
He's so good.
All right. Let's get the next question. Let's see. Okay, this is a good one. If you won the lottery, what is the first thing you would do with the money? Now, let's
Right now,
pretend
it would be
you
vacation.
get all the nice things. Yeah,
Yes.
vacation. Go on vacation. I love how I didn't even have to say. Yeah, good. Yeah. All right. So vacation, but lottery's a lot of money. Like where? Like
Where
what?
will you go?
I would like to
US
see,
maybe.
yeah, see a lot of places. I would like to go around Europe. I would like to see America. I would like to see Asia. I'm not very curious of Middle East.
What?
Sorry. But yeah, and I'm not Africa. I don't
Where
know.
it's unsafe,
It is a bit too unsafe for me. I like
the
safe.
touristy place.
Yeah, I like that.
You want to travel to like the typical tourist spots that everybody talks about.
No, but not like where you're in danger if you go.
I know what you mean because I feel the same way. Like I don't want to get kidnapped. I want to make it back.
It's
So
funny
I'm
because
willing to go see, but it has to be like absolutely safe. I'm sticking around with like take me from one place to the other in a group, like so that if they're gonna take somebody and it's not me.
Yeah, definitely.
It just has to be done right. I get that.
I guess it also just depends on where you come from, right? Because like I feel like I guess everybody just feels safer from what they know, right? Like where
True.
they're from, right? So like I feel like in America, it's the safest place for me because you watch a lot of movies and you go to these other countries, and then somebody's like, you know what, we're gonna take you. I've seen the movie Taken too many times. I don't know where he be. You understand? I don't know what it
Yeah.
is, right? But like that's the thing, right? We all, you like. I mean, Sweden seems like a safe place. I just
It
think
Yeah.
does.
Sweden,
It's
it does
beautiful.
seem very safe.
Yeah,
Um,
overall,
and
yeah.
I only know that because they don't make a lot of movies about going to Sweden and getting taken. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where I feel the inspiration comes from. I'm like, man, if they chose that place, there's probably something there. Like I don't know.
Danger. Yes.
Yeah, I guess a lot of Nordic noir. If you watch the not detective movies, do you say like crime? A lot of crime stuff
Yeah,
comes
yeah.
from here. So if you watch those, then it seems like a lot of murders happen here. So
Yeah.
it's not that
I
bad.
was thinking about this. Nordic noir. It's like a tag everywhere. Nordic noir.
It's just weird because we watch that a lot because we like it. It's usually like
Uh,
a bit depressing and dark, but
Well, that's all TV now. That's the way everybody wants to see. So, how did they
yeah.
find that body? I don't know. Let's
Mm,
see.
yeah.
I feel you. I feel you. Maybe it's your turn.
Yes. So if you can travel to any video game world, where will you go and what will you do there?
Mhm.
What comes to mind first is Skyrim.
Yes.
Medieval, go
Yes.
around with a sword and explore the
Shield.
world.
Just get ready to beat some bad guys up. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
Skyrim is great. It's endless. It feels like it's the biggest world in ever. It's crazy.
Mm.
Narin, what about you?
I think definitely Pokemon. If I
Yeah.
could
Go to
get there,
Pokemon World.
catch those cute little bastards, then I would love that.
So you're looking to go be a gym leader, right? You want to go be a
Yeah,
gym leader, and you're gonna
definitely.
The final
go
boss.
Final
be the
top
final boss.
champion.
Find them all. Yes.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Last question before we get to our rapid fire round. If you had to eat only one food for the rest of your life,
Oh.
what would it be and why?
That's what we have discussed sometimes.
Do we?
Yeah.
What was our answer?
I don't know. We were thinking maybe like potatoes you can do a lot of stuff with, right?
yeah. Now I remember. Yeah. One dish or
Just one dish, one
A
meal.
dish. Okay, so not like a specific.
I'm thinking about. But it has to be my mom's pasta bolognese, not mine.
Ooh, yum.
I can't do it like she does. But I grew tired of mine, but hers I can eat how much. It doesn't
Aw.
matter. If she says like, "Oh, it's boring," but how about pasta bolognese today? Yes, do it. It can
That's
tomorrow
awesome.
too.
I think that's because they get you when you're young. You know what I'm saying? They feed it to you when you're young, when you're developing, and it just becomes part of you. But listen, that's awesome. All right, Narin, what do you think?
I don't know if it's cheating, but maybe like tacos because you can vary it in so many ways.
Yes.
Tacos.
Yeah.
Is
I
there a
mean,
good taco scene in Sweden?
we have our own variant of it, I guess. I don't know if like the I don't know Mexicans would consider it tacos. I don't know, but yeah, we like to. It's definitely like it was a thing in a while, like Taco Friday. Like every Friday, people ate tacos, and we just
Wow.
you
So what do you
have
guys
a
put on
lot
the
of
taco?
anything. I usually put like a meat. How do you say? Not bolognese, but that kind of style, like meat, tomato.
Beef?
Yeah, beef. And then vegetables. Some I don't know. It's called. Is it called sour cream? Maybe.
Sour
Yes.
cream, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Uh,
Throw some
some
sour cream on
maybe
there.
jalapenos. Sometimes some corns to get some sweetness. And yeah,
It's kind of like a burrito almost, but you just eat it
Yes. Oh, I
open.
love a burrito.
yeah.
See, I was wondering how creative you guys got because in Mexico sometimes they have like they make them with like crickets.
Oh shit,
Yes. So I was
Mhm.
wondering if you guys took tacos to the next level like that. For me,
that's
I'm
a weird
always
level.
meat or chicken. Yes. We don't enjoy them that
Beef,
much.
steak, chicken,
But yes. So
you
Yeah,
know.
no,
I was
not
wondering.
cricket level here yet,
No,
I
no,
guess. No,
no.
no.
That's it. That's wild. That's
Yeah.
wild.
Mm.
Oh my gosh.
Let me just add that Narin would really suffer in this world where it's only one dish because she likes to vary. I'm more like the pasta bolognese today again. What do you say? And she said, no, not again.
Yeah, I get bored quickly.
Yeah.
Same stuff.
That's good. Listen,
Yes.
variety is good. In
Yeah.
general. You like to eat different things. The problem is there's very little, even that I could think of, that I wouldn't get tired of having the
Yes.
same thing over and over again. I mean,
Mm.
maybe pizza. Pizza might be the closest thing to just something that I can eat all the time, but mostly, maybe a couple days back to back is one thing, but like forever, that's a hard question.
Yeah.
I don't know what we
But
asked you.
Pizza is also good because that can be a lot of variations as well.
yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yes.
So many variations of pizza. So.
We have also like pizzerias here. They usually have like a menu of 80 different pizzas or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a
Really?
lot. Yeah, there's
You have
anything you can imagine. Not
yeah,
crickets,
and
but
I see, yeah, not crickets, not crickets. I see more and more.
Yeah.
Pizza is getting like people are putting a whole bunch of stuff on pizza, but
I know what you're
do
gonna
you-
ask. I need to know. Go ahead.
Oh well, shit! Now every time you do that, I completely it puts pressure. I don't know if I'm gonna say the right one now.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, no, you say what you think I was gonna say.
Pineapple. Yes or no when it comes to pizza? There's such a divide.
There's a big
People
debate
love
over
it
here.
or hate it.
No, yes.
I cannot eat it.
All right, good. All right, so listen, I just want to know because I feel like in random places they have it, so I just wanted to know: is there any pizzeria that says in Sweden that says New York style pizza?
Oh yes.
No, I've never seen it.
I can't recall.
No.
What is a New York style?
What is
Exactly, babe? We're gonna go move to Sweden, open up a pizza shop.
Open up the joint. Yes.
Called New York style pizza. It's gonna be great. No, it's just the style of pizza. New York is in America a big hub of pizza. New Haven, where Connecticut, where we live, has some really good pizza too. But we were just in the city in New York the other day, and we went to this place that had to have one of the best pizzas we've ever had in our lives in New York. Perfect crisp. It was just beautiful. But it's just like it's typically a very thin, big slice.
Perfect crust, yes.
Perfect crust. It's just like not a lot of toppings, right? Like you could, but like if you just grab a plain cheese pie or pepperoni, it's just something about it.
Okay.
It's crazy. But I love that there's a market over there, babe.
Yes. See,
we go over
we're packing
there.
up. We're moving to Sweden.
New York style pizza will be yes, it'll be a win.
Yes.
It'll be a win.
Yeah, I think people would like.
All
This
right.
was so fun, you guys.
That was good.
Thank
All
you
right,
for
so that's
joining
it. Now
us.
we have
We're gonna do our game.
Now we have our game. Now listen. I know that let me get this. We gotta set up. Okay, there's a whole situation that has to take place now. We gotta put the music, right? There we go. So we got show music, right? We're gonna change the background to our game show background. Whoop.
Oh wow.
Oh, we're in the wrong place. I'm not Doodle. All right, well, I gotta put that's all right. We'll survive. All right. So this is the thing. Very simple idea. You guys got to pick. You got to choose between you two. Who is the representative who's going to play the game? Okay, because it's going to be questions. So I'm going to ask questions. You got to give the answer as fast as you can. So you can't overthink it. Just got to hear it, answer it. We have 60 seconds. There's going to be a timer that pops up on the bottom of the screen, and it's just.
I love it.
Are you?
Okay.
Yes. It's adorable. I love it.
Did
Yes.
you just do rock, paper, scissors? What
They
just took
did.
place?
They did.
Nice. Okay, so it's gonna be quick. Now, if you look at the board, right? So on the left side, you have Kyle Creamer, who's making a game called Little Lands. I don't know if you heard about that game, but he got 20. Sean Holiday, they're making Deathbound. He got 19. Seamus Blackley, you might know him, Valle, because he's the man who created the Xbox in the beginning of life. So he has 18. So they're the top three. And then you have Sarah and Alexis. They have 17. They're making Crystalla, which is really dope in the game. Yeah. And then 16, you got Martin from Big Boy Boxing. I don't know if you've seen that one, but he's doing that. And then Andrea Alvarez, she's at 13, and she works for the publisher that publishes Big Boy Boxing, Joystick Ventures. So they're the top 6. Ben Cavallo, he got taken out last week by Andrea with her 13 points. Okay. So the point here is you have to try to get at least 13 to tie and get on the board. You get 14, you
take someone
take
out.
Andrea out.
Yes.
You take her spot. Pretty much any one of these spots. That's it. The goal is to get 21 to defeat Kyle, but at least 13 to make it on the board. All right,
You got this.
you ready? All right,
I guess.
Just get ready. All right, listen. There's no thought necessary here. This is quick, instinct answers. You say you hear the question, give the answer immediately.
Okay.
All
Oh
right.
my god.
All right.
I'm nervous.
All right. Don't be nervous. It's gonna be fun. All right. You ready? Now, when I click it, there's gonna be a little
Timer.
box.
Don't
It's
let
gonna be a
it psych
timer.
you out. Yes.
It's gonna tick, 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 tick. Don't let that psych you out. Okay. Don't even look at the number. Okay. Just focus here. And we can make it happen. All right. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Favorite gaming genre?
RPG.
Favorite show as a child?
Pokemon.
Favorite number?
3.
Favorite subject in school?
Biology.
Favorite gaming console of all time?
PlayStation.
Favorite song?
Forever with Narin.
Who's your celebrity crush?
DiCaprio.
Favorite cereal?
I don't know.
If you could be an animal, which animal would you be?
Eagle.
Favorite color?
Pink.
Favorite book?
Lord of the Rings.
Favorite game of all time?
Pokemon Yellow.
Favorite superhero?
Superman. I just liked.
Well,
Does the favorite cereal count?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. You have the number?
I do.
Okay. The question is, did Valle and Narin make it on the board?
You made it on the board.
You made it on the board.
14, they tied Andrea.
All right, Andrea,
Yes.
you made it on the board. You almost had her. That last
You
one.
did. You got
Oh,
stuck
no.
on that
Oh,
last
the-
one.
The last one.
Damn it.
But you got there.
You did so
13.
good. That was fun.
Awesome job. And most importantly, you beat Ben Cavallo, okay? Even though he's not on here anymore.
Yes.
Someone.
You
Please.
have, you
Not
have
last
officially
place.
defeated.
That's the most
Exactly. No, you guys did good.
Thank
Listen,
you guys so much.
that was awesome. That
We
was
had
awesome.
so much fun.
Yeah, we too.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh,
Great
you're
show.
very welcome. Thank you for coming. I know
You
it's
got-
late over there, guys. So
You
I
got my heart rate
apologize.
up now. Now I haven't gone to sleep. I don't know.
See, I can't sleep like that either. I need to like relax for
I
a
have
little
to go
bit.
for a walk
Yes.
now.
There you go. There you go. That's good. Get some fresh air. It's summer.
Yeah,
Remember?
Definitely.
No, but listen, thank you guys so very much.
Thank you.
We're very, very excited for the game. We can't wait till it comes out. Once it does, we'll do some content on it, so we'll put it out there. So very excited. So
Nice. Go wish list the game.
yes,
Thank
go wish
you.
list the game. It's gonna be dope. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you to everybody who's here
Thank you,
rocking with
guys.
us.
Yes, thank
Appreciate you all.
Yes.
We're gonna wrap up. Stay until we get to the green room at the end. Guys, thank you all so much for being here. Doodle, we're gonna end the show the way
All right.
we end every
Thank
single
you.
show.
Bye.
Hey, don't leave yet. Don't leave.
No,
Wait till after. Wait till after. Doodle,
Yes,
we're done.
we are.
Wait, I lied because we got to put everything back. All right. Until next time,
You're intruding.
you're intruding.